Hi y'all, Larky here, and I am working in my creative world. This is a copy of ModSauce. This is not the real place. But I needed to do some work in creative on the create stuff because you see, well, I want to do some enchanting on my stuff, and I can't without some XP. And I found a spawner in the real world, in my real world, that I think I can use to harvest some XP and some other stuff. And I can move it with the create mod, which is awesome. But I needed to know how to make it work. So here's what I've done. Let me show you around. Don't mind him. He decided to invade. I don't know. He's kind of funny. But we have our water wheels here, and they give us power, right? And from there, we go over here to this rotation speed controller, which lets me speed it up because the water coming out of the power coming out of here is really slow power. And we need to spin it a little faster. In fact, all the way up. Almost all the way up anyway. And then what we've done is this gantry here comes out all the way over here underneath this tripwire, which is at the height of where the skeleton's head will be. So if a skeleton spawns up here, they're going to get pushed off down below. I'll show you here in just a second. And then this arm goes across the gantry, down this gantry. I'm going to pop one in there in just a second and show you. And then we've got this line of redstone coming from the tripwire over to this gear shift, which is going to make that arm go. Once that happens, it'll push the skeleton down here, and the skeleton will get popped down on here onto this conveyor belt up to this fan, and shoo, they'll go up this fan into here. And I've got this tin of glass to keep them from burning up before they get there. They'll go across because there's another fan right here that blows them shoo this way. And then they go down 25 spots. Well, not quite 25, but almost 25 spots. 25 they were dying before they could get harvested. And this deployer here is in attack mode. So it's literally, at the moment, it's just punching. In the real world, I'll give it a sword so they fight a little faster. But those skeletons will drop down here, and this just go punch, 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 and takes care of them. And I think I may have made a mistake, so I'm going to pop in here and look. Yep, I didn't close this back area up. Why did I not do that? Okay, I'm going to look and see what we got. Can't see what I'm doing. See, they go, woo! That fan blows them this way. But for some reason, I decided, apparently, to not close it off. We're going to fix that right now. We're going to just pop down here and go boop, boop, boop. Ah! It works. Probably going to have to break it to get back out again. Yep. That's okay. That's what I've got the glass for. The beauty of working in create mode is that it's really easy to fix it when you mess up. Alright, so in creative mode I should say. Now I like the glass because it lets me be able to see without letting light in. And the spawner of course won't work if there's light, if there's no light. But what will happen is that everything that do I have a chute? I don't. It's okay though. I'm not really worried about the stuff just at the moment. Let's go see what happens. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Let's go over here and let's drop some skeletons in here. You can see what I'm talking about. First off, let's put one up here. Boop! And down he goes. And then wee up over. Okay, now he's stuck. Why is he stuck? Interesting. Ah, there he goes. See how he went down there? And the deployer is punching, punching, punching. I bet he's dead by now. Because by the time it gets to the deployer, it's already pretty close to dead. And that's if they land up there. And if they don't land up there, then we can just go boop, boop, boop. Give me some skellies. Boop, boop. And here they go. Woo! They're still hanging up right there. I think they're fighting it or something. But they do go down, so that's all that I care about. They do get there. It just may take them a moment in the end. And there's my deployer doing its job. And it picks up their bones and their arrows. And the cool thing about using a deployer, instead of just your typical stand there and whack 'em, is that I can literally just be AFK for real and not have to have anything special happening, because the deployer collects and creates these nuggets of experience. In a regular spawner, when you have something else besides you that kills your mobs for you in a regular mob farm, you don't get experience from it. But the create mod creates nuggets of experience for you if you use the deployer to take care of the mob. Now that I know that my basic model works, I'm going to do some adjusting, of course. But now that I know that my basic model works, I'm going to go ahead and build this in my survival world, and I'll see you in a minute. But it won't be a minute for me. A minute for you, but it won't be for me. Well, here we are. Don't mind the rain coming in through the elevator. I have to put a cover up there, and I haven't done it yet. But we have it built. Let me show you around a little bit. It's not quite finished yet because I didn't want to do the last steps without including you all. Now I left it open up here. I haven't closed it up here yet because I have to get the spawner in here. See, what has to happen is back on the other end of this long chain, we had a cart assembler underneath the spawner, and once I powered it and put a rail under it and powered it, I was able to put a minecart on it and have it just pick it up and boop, there we go. Well, now, actually, I'm doing this wrong. I want to put a stopper here. There we go. And then, anyway, so what will happen is that once we get this all put together, this gantry here goes along the side. It's powered by the water wheels that are way over there. And when this tripwire gets tripped, it's broken right now, so I can get the spawner in here. And it's obviously it's too lit up in here anyway right now. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fix that. But I can't do much more until I get the actual spawner in here. So let's go do that. The cart that it's sitting on is a furnace minecart. So if I've done this right, when I give it a little food and a nudge, it should go right up to its spot. Let's go find out. Little fuel, I should say. Ooh, look at that. It's here. And it's ready to be active. See how it's all lit up? When it was downstairs, it was not. All right, I need to pick that up. Oh, there it goes. And I can grab my wrench and pick that up. Okay, maybe I just have to pick it up. Is it not letting me do it? There we go. Now we just pick it all back up. And what will happen once I break all of the stuff and get all the lights out of here in a minute, I've got a little bit of decoration left to do, and there's too much light, so I'm going to be closing this off with the tinted glass and removing this long line of the rails and the wood underneath. And then once the area is enclosed completely, what will happen is the things will start spawning, and they'll go blue and up here, and whoa, that was quick. And then they'll land down here, and my deployer would punch them in the face, just like it's trying to punch me in the face right now. Hi. Hi. It's not on attack mode right now, so it's not hurting me. But I am kind of stuck. So let's do something about that. Well, it looks like it's poking me in the nose more than anything else, doesn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to get myself out of this little predicament I found myself in so I could show you how things worked. And finish off the decorations and things, and then I'll meet up with you, okay? Okay? Yeah. Well, here we are. It's working. There's me in my little AFK spot. I'm in free cam, in case you're not sure. We have our spawner and our little dark room. So this right here is a barrel full of swords, and when this one breaks, the one in his hand, it goes down and just drops another one into its hand. The thing is, I originally had just given it a mending sword, but it was taking too much of the XP, so I didn't like that. So then what happens there is that when they drop stuff, because you know skeletons drop stuff, it goes in that hopper back there, way back there, and goes through this hopper chain into this chest, which drops it onto this conveyor. And then the only things I'm currently collecting are I'm collecting the arrows, the bones, and the XP nuggets. Because having the deployer kill them, unlike having them killed through a dispenser or some other way, means that I still get to have the XP. Excuse me. I'm going to drop one of those so you can see what that looks like. And if I stand on this disenchanter right here, you can see that it took all those levels. And we have, ta-da, is it dark out there? I think it's dark upstairs. Let's try to sleep it and see. Yep. Let's sleep through the night real quick, and then we'll go upstairs and follow that XP, and I'll show you where it goes. Hopefully we didn't encounter any mobs along the way, or create any mobs along the way. I have my map turned off for the video because it looks better. And following this pipe of green liquid XP as it pumps it slowly along. 11 levels, takes a minute to pump. It goes into this building, which is my enchanter building. You can see that I have a copy of most of the books in the game. Not quite all of them, but most of them. That XP goes into this tank right here. I'm going to go ahead and break these nuggets here. And I can step on this disenchanter and it'll pump them straight into this tank. Once it pulls all those levels off, I'll show you how big this tank is. It's equipped to hold lots and lots of experience. But what do you use the experience for? Well, one of the things you use the experience for is you can hand these guys. In fact, I'm going to disenchant my shield so you can see what happens. I can go over here and hand that guy my shield, and he's going to put Unbreaking 3 on it. Once it's done, it will give it back. There we go. And then I'm also going to put Mending on it. Let's see. Mending, mending, mending. Boop. Excuse me while I eat something. Give it back. Come on, big boy. There you go. And now I have my shield enchanted. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. I also brought my storage system up here so that now we have a terminal to work with up here. That's awesome. And then we have the materials used to build this building. This is the enchantment building. And that's how it works. Isn't that cool? There are other things you can do with Liquid XP. You can use it to make Hyper Liquid XP, if I'm saying the right thing, which is even more powerful. And it can make some really cool stuff, which I'm not there yet. And I can also use it to copy books. I haven't created my printer yet, but that's coming. Where, for example, if I wanted to use a mending book or on something, I could copy the book and never run out of my original. That's a really cool feature too. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet with effectiveness. But then, my favorite thing that I created this week with Create is this guy. This big old thing on my back is a jetpack. And we can fly! We can, woo! I can fly backwards too. Woo, woo, woo. Yay, look at us flying. But that, my friends, is all the time I have for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and exploring the Create mod with me. I hope you enjoyed the building of our skeleton spawner too, because that was kind of cool. I've never done that before. I didn't know they could be moved, but here we are. And I hope you will stick around and come back for the next episode. We're going to go to the end. I would like to start collecting some of the woods and materials that are created by the Better End mod, and also just some of the things that exist in the end anyway. And I think it's going to be a really cool adventure. So, thanks for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. And bye. Bye, y'all.